Welcome to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
Where we'll hang out and discuss all things fantasy football.
Go rock this thing, huh? Love you, man. Go get it.
We'll give our best fantasy advice, predictions, insights, and more.
Play our game. All right? Play hard, but stay poised. Get it done.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The show starts with Devin, Rick, and Quinn right now.
Welcome back, first fans.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
You're laughing at me, and it's okay. You guys can laugh at me too. I'm laughable. Anyway, today we've got part 2 in our 4-part series. Today is wide receiver talk. Late round wide receivers. Just ignore them if you
Round
want.
10 and up.
Yeah, round 10th round selections are up. So
these are some wide receivers.
late rounds.
Some wide receivers that you'll probably have on your bench,
Easy access,
but
baby.
could easily go
Throughout
back
the
and-
year, you might be able to insert these in as playable wide receivers.
Yeah.
Especially bye weeks or later in the year. Even the beginning, we don't know yet because the preseason we just don't get to see. But these are all guys that we think could produce for your team.
Produce.
Speaking of producing, who's your producer?
That's funny. My producer is Breshad Perryman.
Yeah,
That's my wide receiver.
Perriman.
This is a winner that was.
No, he's a loser. Okay, sorry.
Don't
He's
let
a
him
loser
know that.
could be a winner. Yeah,
Hey, he wasn't a loser at the end.
that's right.
Because
He
in weeks
had a hot
13
streak,
through
man.
17, he averaged 23 points per game.
Winner! You had
that's a
him during
winner.
your fantasy playoffs. You were happy.
Yeah, you did, for sure, because week 15, it was
Or the
38
second
points.
week, depends.
And then the final week, he had 28 points. So he definitely helps you win.
Bam.
Now, I don't know if you were, smart enough to put him in because, it's a sketch play.
Yeah.
And
We
if
were
you
all
look-
afraid.
So it
Tail
was
was
funny,
tough.
his 38-point game, he had 2 touchdowns that should have never came to him. It was,
I
it was
remember
really
that.
funny. There's like the tip one, he's just like, it's here. It's so funny.
Free touchdowns. Gotta love
But
it.
without his free touchdowns playing, he's been really good. Okay, so Breshad Perriman did pretty good because Mike Evans was out with the last few weeks, and that was him and Chris Godwin, taking on load.
Boom.
And now that he's over with the Jets, it's pretty much like that same scenario, but it's with Jameson Crowder.
He has a lot less competition, though.
Yeah, his lot.
No one on the team is like Mike Evans or
Yeah.
Godwin.
No, yeah, that's for sure. Jameson Crowder has been pretty
Denzel
good.
Mims could be a really good play.
Yeah, Denzel
once
Mims is there,
he's
and then there's-
healthy, but he's a rookie.
There's
and a
also
little bit of
Josh
an injury.
Doxson, and none of those names are really ones
No,
that
no scariness.
creep you up. So that's why he could be pretty good. I know
He'll have the opportunity to get a lot of catches this
Yeah.
year, whether he will or not.
Yeah.
Is he going to connect with old Sam Darnold?
Well,
Sam
Sam.
to instantly replace Robbie Anderson,
yeah,
which
Yeah, that's
is a
what-
lot of targets.
yeah.
I know it's just talk, but in training, Sam Darnold said that he looks explosive and better than ever.
Wow, which
And,
isn't too hard because he
yeah.
didn't look too good for many years.
I mean, he's really fast, so that could, that
He's
could come
fast.
from the explosiveness.
Sometimes it takes some of these receivers a while to catch on, I mean,
Yeah.
we saw that last year with a few receivers, one in Perriman and another one, Devontae Parker. I mean, he didn't do anything for like 3.5, 4 years. And then
Yeah,
he-
well,
Neither did Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs
His
took
first
over.
couple years, he didn't do anything.
yeah.
Same thing.
So yeah, I mean, it's just talk. But if Sam Darnold likes him, that means there has to be some connection there.
Yep.
But this is with the point that where he's being drafted, that's where he's going to be really good.
Yeah.
It's like he could potentially take up your wide receiver 3 or wide receiver 2 spot in the future.
and you're getting him for 5 or 6. So
Yeah.
it's great. Bingo.
All right, next, sir.
I have N'Keal Harry.
N'Keal
Ooh. I like it.
What
I
a
like it.
man.
He was supposed to come in last year and just tear it up.
Yeah.
And then he was injured.
He tore something.
yeah.
Let's all laugh.
Poor guy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that the main reason Tom Brady kept targeting Josh Gordon and Antonio Brown is because of their we'll go with life choices and experience. He just wanted to help them.
Well, I wouldn't say kept targeting, considering that Antonio Brown was a one-game wonder.
I know, but if he kept playing,
Yeah.
then yeah. But N'Keal Harry doesn't really have that story. So
Well,
if
Tom Brady has his favorites, and if you're not
Yeah.
on that list, guess what? You're not getting targets.
Yeah, exactly. So they have a new quarterback. So it's going to be a little bit of a different style offense. N'Keal Harry is talented. He was definitely a top choice in that draft.
Harry is the kind of guy that Cam likes because he can throw it up to the big guy, and the big guy can come down with it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
He's a deep threat.
Cam did that a
And
lot.
Deep threats are good for yardage, yards per catch.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I like it.
Sounds good.
Exactly.
N'Keal Harry.
N'Keal Harry. And he is the wide receiver 62.
Yeah, which means
I can absolutely see him finishing much higher than that.
I like him, especially because Julian Edelman's older. There's the risk of injury for him.
they don't have much else there. He's got the opportunity.
The only thing is, I think Mohamed Sanu is a sneaker.
He's a sneaker, but Mohamed Sanu is not that dominant player. I mean,
Yeah,
Harry could end up being a dominant player. Will it be this year? Who knows? Next year?
Sanu is going to be throwing touchdowns to Harry. That's what we have to discuss here.
You know, I could believe that. See one or two of those to Harry.
Sure, Sanu is actually going to be the quarterback.
That's good. That's
All
good.
right. Well, I've got Anthony Miller.
Anthony Miller.
Not a name you would really think about.
I was going to say who?
Yeah,
Anthony
he's on
Miller
the
of the
Bears. He's the
Chicago
number
Bears.
2 wide receiver, and this will be his 3rd NFL season, which is really good for wide receivers. It usually takes them those 2 seasons to kind of get their feet wet, and that 3rd season everything kicks in and they start looking good. And the evidence of that is last year in his second half of the season, he really started to come on more. He had a lot of targets. In fact, he had 3 games with 10 plus targets.
Yeah.
Which is, you like seeing those targets. That means the quarterback's comfortable with him. Now,
Yeah.
the caveat to that, though, is that the quarterback,
Yeah.
the one who is getting comfortable with him, may and likely won't be with him. But I
Yeah.
think Foles is also a good possibility to attract with Miller because he likes that slot position. So,
I think what also helps is if you get points from kick returns. Anthony Miller is a kick returner.
that's true. He does return.
If
that
really
could be
does
too.
that, of course.
And he played most of last season with a shoulder injury, which he had surgery for and is supposed to be healthy finally this year. So,
Yeah.
once again, this is a player with a plus outlook, but we haven't seen it happen yet. So will
there's
it
not
happen?
much
We don't know.
competition either.
There's not a lot of competition. He's going to be the number 2 wide receiver. I think with a little bit of help, he could easily finish with about 200 fantasy football points, which would put him in the Marvin Jones, Terry McLaurin range
By help
from last year.
means steroids.
And
Lots
if you
of
get
them.
him right now, he's going in the 15th round.
When you
So
choose Bears,
could be pretty
when you
good.
choose Bears players, you have to understand that all of their players are going 10 round and later.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's
Nobody
it's,
wants Bears.
It's based on if you like their defense and if they
Except
can
for
stay on the
Allen
field.
Robinson.
Yeah, he's the only
Allen
exception.
Robinson, yeah.
But he's
And-
still
and the
going
Bears
probably later than he
defense.
should because he's a
Just
good
kidding.
receiver and he's going much later than I think he should.
Yeah.
But
All right, sounds good.
okay, well those are some wide receivers
WRs.
10th round later that we think you could pick up and they'll produce much better than where you're drafting them at. So
For shizzle, my
if you got
nizzle.
any questions for us on those guys, or if you want to let us know who you think could be a sneaky little 10th round or later wide receiver pick, let us know in the comments down below. Also, if you wouldn't mind liking this video, we appreciate that. It helps us out, helps us grow the channel, just gives us a little positive feedback, and we like that. Also, if you want to hear more videos, we've got 2 more in this series. We just finished the quarterback. If you haven't seen that, go back and look at that. We're going to have the tight end and the running back coming up here soon. Anyway, thanks so much, guys, for watching. And remember, the important part of this whole thing here is to finish first.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.